What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It is truly, truly appreciated. So, first game back from the All-Star break, and the Knicks get smacked once again by the Detroit Pistons by 15 tonight, 126-111. The Captain, 33 points and 7 assists. The Big Cat, 21 points and 11 rebounds, but Cade Cunningham dominated the Knicks tonight, 42 big points. Nobody could check him. 13 assists. Dominant game. Dominant game. The Pistons are flexing their muscle on the Knicks, letting it be known that last year was a fluke. Last year was a fluke. And we're back and ready for revenge this year. They sweep the Knicks series this year. Hey, man, look, man, the Pistons are for real. The Pistons are for real. They wanted the Knicks. They wanted this revenge game because they felt last year they should have beat the Knicks based on everything that happened. And guys, look, man, they're licking their chops every time they play the Knicks. Licking their chops. Look, man, look, the reality of the situation is this, right? You got to come into the game ready to play. You got to meet intensity with intensity. I'm not saying the Knicks did it. But the reality is that, the Pistons wanted it, man. Down. There are two horses in that Baja. It didn't matter. Still out-rebounded the Knicks. What was it, 44? 44-38, they out-rebounded the Knicks, man. Everybody was getting busy. Everybody. But really, it was Cade. Cade was dominant, man. Dominant. But before I kind of get a little bit more into this game, there's still hope. There's still hope. Don't jump out the window, people. Don't jump out the window, please. Don't say it's over. We're not in the Pistons league right now. We're just not. We're not in the Pistons league. We're just not. They're a better team right now, and they want the Knicks. They want to destroy the Knicks, and they're proving it every single time. But this feels a lot like last year, doesn't it? Doesn't it feel like a lot in the sense that where we just couldn't beat the good teams? Certain teams just had our number. It felt like that. It feels like that, excuse me. And if you look at the game, breaking that again, LV's just being optimistic here. I'm not jumping out the window. I'm being optimistic. If you look at the game, right, you break down the game. The game was pretty much nip and tuck. The Pistons won the first quarter 28-26, right? Third quarter, 32-31, was pretty much equal. Pistons up by 1. Fourth quarter, 36-32. Where the Knicks lost this game was in that second quarter, 30-22. And I thought in that first half, the Knicks did a horrible job trying to find Towns. Towns could not get cooking. He starts cooking in the third. He has 13 big points in that third quarter. He started drawing fouls on Paul Reed and the guy Smith. And I thought that's when the Knicks offense started getting a little bit better. But they couldn't get stops. They were already down 10. They only scored 48 points in the first half, 58-48. They were down 10. Going into the second half against a really good defensive team. And to me, that was the ball game. Losing in that second quarter. I thought it was too much Brunson hero ball again. And that's where we kind of fell back into in that second quarter. The second half, I felt we kind of moved the ball a little bit more. And it just seemed a lot better. I also think, the other dynamic, too, is, guys, the reality is this, too, man. Once again, LV's trying to be optimistic. Before I jump out the window, destroy this team, the Pistons aren't a good three-point shooting team, but they shot 13 for 30, 43%. We shot 23% from the three, man, 8 for 35. We shoot usually better from that. A big part of that was OG, man. OG was disgusting tonight. He was 1 for 8. Wide open threes, too, wide open. This first game back, he was horrible tonight. Horrible, especially defensively. Horrible. You could see he's still coming back. So this wasn't the OG Anunoby that we know. It wasn't. And to me, that's the ball game. He knocks down a couple of threes. This is a little different ball game. But we shot 23%. They shot 43%. And that's it. That's the ball game. On top of them killing us on the glass. I thought Mitch also, too. Mitch was okay, but Mitch was getting babied. I thought that kid Smith was pushing Mitch around. He was getting offensive rebounds, getting pushbacks. He was kind of giving Mitch problems in there. I said, yo, Mitch, why are you letting this guy push you around, man? So once again, the Pistons play with an edge, and you can see that they want it. The Knicks are kind of like fake want it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could tell who's somebody who's really about it, who's really not. Like, they kind of fake want it. And you can see, like, with the Pistons, it's an attitude that they have. It's not a fake thing. It's a real thing. And when they get out there, they don't have a bunch of good players. They got a really good. They don't have Cade, but they got a really good bunch of role guys who know their role, and that's it. That's all they do. They don't go outside of that. And everybody plays within the scheme. Within the scheme. And it feels like sometimes with us, we kind of get out of our element at times. A lot of times, I think it's Brunson too, man. Brunson sometimes be kind of like just putting his head down and kind of gets lost in that. And I'm like, Brunson, what are you doing? Like, you know, like he didn't play. He had 6 turnovers tonight. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's that. But guys, it was that second quarter, man. And then, you know, just we couldn't knock down a 3-point shot, man. OG was disgusting tonight. Disgusting. But it makes sense. It's his first game back from that toe injury. So it makes sense. But Detroit just wants it, man. They just want it. They want it bad, especially against us. Especially against us. Cade was dominant tonight. Dominant. OG couldn't do nothing with him, man. Nothing. Let me get in the chat, man. I appreciate you guys coming through rocking with me tonight, man. What's going on? Let me get, say shout out to you guys. Namrit, what's going on, Namrit? Long time no see. Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Tony, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Big Task, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming rocking with LV Live. Time passes by. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Emmett Green, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Brent Barnahill, 1854. It's my first time seeing you, man. If you're coming through rocking with LV Live, please subscribe to the channel. But I appreciate you coming through rocking with me, man. I truly, truly do. Even if you're with the enemy, you know what I'm saying? It's okay, man. It's all love over here. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Mets overrated frauds. Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live, man. Please subscribe to the channel, man, if you haven't done so. But I appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me, man. Listen, tough loss to them boys. Tough loss to them boys. Detroit's got our number. Detroit's got our number. Wow, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Detroit's got our number, man. That's it. That's it. That is it. And listen, guys, this is very similar to when last year, you know, Boston had our number. Like, you know what I mean? So once again, man, it's a miss and make league. They knocked down threes. We didn't. That's it. I mean, it's really that simple. And then Cade went ballistic in that third quarter. Ballistic. And that's it. I really think that's it. And I think also, too, they destroyed us on the glass, which is not good. Chips with dip, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Listen, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, man. But I appreciate you coming through rocking with me and my crew. Tough loss on the boys. Pistons sweep the series. And that's it, man. We can throw this in the back. You know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm not gonna kind of like, you know, I see the game, but also too another dynamic too, as I think Mike Brown's getting out coached. I mean, Bickerstaff is running circles around him. He doesn't know what he's doing. I thought what he should have did, which I think was a big deal. You brought Jeremy Sohan in here, right? Sohan for a reason, right? Play defense. If you see Cade is cooking and OG's having a hard time, bring this guy in and put him on Cade. When he was on Cade in that fourth, what did he do? Block the shot. I was going into the fourth. Block the shot. Then he got a steal. And he almost forced another turnover. He's not going to get total stops, but he can make it difficult. So now you're throwing different bodies on Cade. This is simple, man. This is not hard. But then you're throwing small guys on him. You got, like, yo, what are you doing, man? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And then also, too, like, when Mike Brown, to me, is really dropping the ball. You got to find a way to make sure you start getting Towns involved earlier. Like in the third quarter, you could tell they made it you know, kind of like a point to get Towns involved in that third quarter. Towns started getting up. He started getting, you know, Paul Reed in foul trouble. Like the other guy, Smith in foul trouble. Towns started becoming a problem down there. Knicks started making a little push. Cut the lead to 3, cut the lead to 4. Like they started making a push. Why wasn't that done in the first half? Like this is happening too much. This is happening too much. And I think that, you know, you got to get to a point, I've said this before, when you realize, okay, listen, you know, I know we want to drive and spray, but we have to identify the mismatches. Towns has a mismatch on Paul Reed. Paul Reed can't check Towns. Towns can get what he wants down there. So you got to take an initiative to get him the ball down there in that Baja. You got to do that. You're getting him involved too late. So now we get down by a whole bunch of points. Then you want to start getting him involved in that third quarter. Like that's a problem. That's coaching, man. That's coaching. You got to make sure that you got to identify that. I don't care if you got to run double back screens. You have him come off for the baseline. You get him in that post. Just do what you got to do. What you got to do. That's it. Yo, Eddie Kofi, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rocking with LV Live, man. But Cat is an all-star, has to also no, Eddie, no, Eddie, no, Eddie, Eddie, very how, like very how, Eddie. He's not getting any touches, Eddie. They have him just running dribble handoffs and just like Eddie. No, you gotta make it, Eddie. Listen, you gotta make it a point to make sure you get him touches in the paint. I don't want him getting touches all the time at the top of the key. He's not a point forward. Like, you got to let him establish himself inside. Let him get trail threes, maybe a couple of up fakes. But I really want him in that Baja getting busy. That's what I want. Like, you got to establish him down there. He's 7 feet. He could do all the other things, but you got to do that. And then a couple of times you can have him drive to the rim like he was doing. But you got to do that, man. You got to establish Towns. Like, they're not doing it, and they're waiting till late to do it. And by the time the game was out of hand, they was down by 10. Rondo, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rocking with LV Live. Look at Vibes. Vibes, I totally agree with that, Vibes. I totally agree. I think he's getting outcoached, man. I think he's getting outcoached. Totally getting outcoached. Bickerstaff is outcoaching him, as when Tibbs outcoached Bickerstaff. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of like what's happening here. My honest opinion. Rondo says, yo, LV, man, we got punched in the face on our own block. Embarrassing loss. I don't understand the coach, man. I don't understand what Brown is doing. Agreed, man. I feel the same way. But be honest with you, Rondo, man, I think it's a miss and make league, man. They were hitting threes, we weren't. And then that second quarter, that was the problem. We got down 10 and that was it. And then we just couldn't get any stops. Cade went ballistic in that third quarter. That's why we couldn't get stops. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's a major, major, major thing. Time passes by. Cat needs to stop with the elbow. Like that was one play, man. He didn't hook all day today. He didn't do none of that nonsense today. None of that. That was that one play where he just was trying to establish space, which a lot of bigs do. I mean, it's it's just regular stuff. But I didn't think he hooked today. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just all together, man. I think all together, I don't know, man. If Rick Carlisle was the coach of the Knicks, we'll be sitting on top of the East. Yeah, agreed. Hands down. I don't want to. Agreed. Tony, I totally agree with you here, Tony. I totally agree with you. I never was really sold on him as a coach, man. I never really. I've been screaming for this for the longest. Listen, I think the jury's still out on him until what happens in the playoffs. If the Knicks don't make it to the Eastern Conference Finals or the Finals, I think, I don't know how he stays. I mean, he's going to wind up staying, but just think about it, right? I mean, we basically, listen, guys, we have a really good team. This is not hard what they're doing. It's that, but they're getting outcoached. He's getting outcoached by certain things. I mean, they're losing the teams they shouldn't lose by. They shouldn't have lost to Indiana. They shouldn't have lost tonight. They're getting out-schemed and out-coached. Like, that's what's happening here. That's what's happening. When you see OG's back, right, from his toe, right? When you see he's struggling with Cade, you got to make a switch. Why not bring in Sohan? That's why you brought him here. That's an easy switch, especially if Cade is cooking. Give him a different look. Don't continue, and then you put small dudes on him like Shaman and Bridges. What are you doing? He's going to shoot right over him. Like that's just idiotic. Just idiotic. Yo, Vaughn Allen, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live, man. You're right, man. Explain to me the obsession with letting K go one-on-one against guys, then doubling rent. Yo, Vaughn, he doesn't know what he's doing, Vaughn. As a coach, he doesn't. But why are they doubling? Why are they doubling, leaving guys wide open? Why are they doing that, Vaughn? That's a coaching, that's a coaching thing, man. Brown Sense 1, man. What's going on? Detroit basketball. Listen, man, you guys got us, man. You guys got us, man. You guys got us. Listen, you guys got us. Big shout to y'all. Tip to the cat. I appreciate you coming through rocking with me and my crew, man. This is what we do. Here's the thing, though. Brown sense, right? Appreciate you coming through rocking with me. And let it be known, man. Let it to talk that talk, right? Yo, man, but you got to win, though, man. It's cool now to get the wins now in March, man. That's cool. But we don't play for March. We play for the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool to win now. It's cool to win now. I think it's great that y'all winning, man. It gives more theater to the NBA. But you got to win when it counts, though, man. So we got to see if that travels. What you guys are doing now, if that travels into the playoffs. The playoffs matter because you're not just going to be playing the Knicks. You're playing a whole bunch of other different teams. So the playoffs are different. Everything is different in the playoffs. So, it is what it is. But you guys, listen, you guys wanted us. You guys, are able to kind of, I'll put it to you like this, Brown sense. I think what it was, honestly, last year and why you guys feel so much venom towards us, not that you almost beat us. I think it's Brunson doing this. When he hit the dagger in your boy's face. When he did that and he sent y'all home packing, that sent y'all in a frenzy. So that's embedded in your mind of the captain pointing at y'all like that with the trigger finger. Deuces. So I get it, right? I understand it. So it makes sense that you guys are getting up and you want to smoke the Knicks. It's okay. Like, I think it's great. Once again, I think it's great theater. Got to do it in the playoffs, man. You got to do it in the playoffs. It's cool. Like, it's cool now. Like, I think it's great. You got to do it in the playoffs, man. When the money is down, when the money's on the table, that's when it really matters. Not now. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool now. Perfect example. Boston did what they did to us last year. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Look what we did to Boston last year. You guys beat us. You guys beat us last year in the regular season. It didn't matter. You lost to us in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? We want y'all in the playoffs. Then it'll be official. Yo, my man, don't want us in the playoffs. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Brown. Just get to the playoffs and just try to get to the finals. Don't make us your finals. We're not thinking about y'all like that because we could care less. Our goal is to get to the finals. You got to be on that wavelength. Don't worry about us. You're going to beat, and you beat us last year in the regular season. Remember? You beat us 3 out of 4. But it doesn't matter in the playoffs, dogs. It don't matter, homeboy. It don't matter. So that's what I'm saying. So I agree. Like, enjoy it. I think it's great. Once again, it's great theater, right? It's great theater. But the reality is, when the playoffs come, it's a different type of flow, man. It's different. It's different. Ask your man Trajan Langen, right? He's the GM over there, right? He runs the show. What'd he say? They asked him on a radio show. They said, yo, what do you think about the Pistons? They're going to make it to the finals? He said, I don't know. He said, we'll see. Because he knows that the playoffs are different. So it's cool now. Like, it's cool. It's great. Playoffs are different, man. The playoffs are different. And that's the beauty of this, man. You hop in my chat, man. I appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me, man. Also, too, Steve, Dallas Cowboys, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live, man. Music, Dreamer-ish. Is that your name? Yo, listen, man, I appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Listen, man, please subscribe to the channel, man. You guys coming through rocking with me, man. It's my first time seeing a lot of you dudes coming through. Please subscribe, man. Please subscribe. This is what I do after every Knicks game, so please come through and subscribe. Dude, you would have lost last year if B Stu hadn't gone out in the first game. Yo, listen, music, right? I know, man. I know a lot of people say we woulda, shoulda, coulda. Like, I know. We should have beat Indiana, but it didn't happen, right? It doesn't matter in the playoffs. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. We could do that all day. It's the law of attrition. We didn't hurt Beef Stew. He was hurt. Like, it ain't same thing with Tatum. We didn't make Tatum go down. We were smacking him when Tatum was good. So what I'm saying is, it's the law of attrition in the playoffs. It doesn't matter. All this stuff in the regular season doesn't matter. Everything's 0-0, man. So that's the goal for us. For us, we're not chasing y'all. We don't care. We worried about the playoffs and getting to the finals. That's the goal. However we can make it, we can make it. We don't really care about all that other stuff. Our game is the biggest game on y'all schedule. Like, we know that. We always were on TV more than y'all. Like, no one cares. We're always the it team. So every game for us against other teams is always their number one game. We understand that. So, perfect example, we got another, televised game this weekend. We got another one on TV again. Then after that, we're on TV again. We're on TV a lot because everyone wants to see the Knicks. So I get it. Smile now and be happy. I think it's awesome. Once again, it's great theater. You got to do it in the playoffs, man. You got to do it in the playoffs because that's what we shooting for. We ain't shooting for nothing else. Not regular season trophies. Yo, Coach, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live, man. Listen, nasty loss for them boys. By 15 points. First game back from the All-Star break, 126 to 111. The Big Cat, 21 points, 11 rebounds, leads the league in double-doubles. Music says that, come on, dude. You won by 2 and 3. Beef Stew could have easily. Yeah, I know, man. It could have, should have, would have. I get it, man. It's okay, man. It's all right. It's a new year, man. It's a new year. You have another chance this year. You have another chance. But once again, don't worry about us. Worry about in the playoffs. If you have to play Boston, if you got to play Cleveland, if you got to play Charlotte, worry about them teams. Because the playoffs is different, man. Playoffs is different. Don't underestimate anybody because you can lose. So you always have that mindset. Don't worry about us, man. Don't worry about us. We written too much space in your mind right now. You got us. You beat us 3 games. That's great. But you did the same thing last year. You still lost. It doesn't matter. The playoffs don't matter. Do you remember what you did to us in the regular season? Or my man had the trigger finger out on you like this. He did this. Remember that? That's what y'all remember. That's what y'all remember. Hold up. Hold up, real quick. Let me do something real quick. 1 second. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Appreciate everybody coming through. Rock on me, man. First game back from the All-Star break, man. We're feeling good. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate tough loss, man. Tough loss tonight, man. But it happens, man. It happens. So it's okay. It's okay. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. We still got a long way to go. It's all right, man. I'm not really stressing this loss. It's, miss and make league. What happens? See, this is why they mad, man. I'm gonna show you something. And I'm kind of upset here. This is why they don't like us, man. This is why they don't like us. This is why. Right here, when he did that last year, when he did that, right? He was pointing at me. They hate that, man. They hate that. They hate because he did that. See that trigger finger? See that when he did that last year, that burnt something in a minute. So that's where the fire comes from, man. That's why they have so much venom towards us. That's why they have so much venom. And I get it, man. I get it. I'll be mad too, man. So I get it. When they see us, they're like, yo, I just want to beat him up so bad. It's like the bully. You know what I mean? They want to fight every time. I get it. Listen, I give them props, man. Listen, you got to salute them. You got to tip your cap. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you guys did a great job beating us. But for us, we ain't playing for the regular season. We already know we in the playoffs. We good. We understand the playoffs is that's what we playing for. So it's okay. Guys miss shots. They made shots. We miss shots. That's it. OG was off tonight. He's coming back from the toe. He was off. It happens. We was 1 for 8. It happens. And they were knocking down threes. And it's okay. Cade went berserk. Cade is Cade. You know what I'm saying? So it happens, man. I'm not worried about it. We were 0-3 against them this year. We were 1-3 against them last year. We were 0-4 against the Pistons. Excuse me, not against the Celtics, against the Cavs, and we're 0-2 against OKC. It happens, man. It's okay. It's no big deal. Gotta get ready for Saturday. It's okay. Listen, Harold Williams, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live, man. I see you with the enemy, right? That's cool. I appreciate that, man. Listen, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel, man. I talk about all basketball. I do this after every Knicks game, so if you want to hop on, you definitely can. But I appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live. James Davis, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live. James Davis says, man, the coach doesn't make adjustments. Yeah, he got our coach tonight, man. Bickerstaff is running circles around him. But I'm not surprised. I mean, Mike Brown, he struggles, man. I mean, listen, guys, I've been saying this for the longest, man. This guy got fired on the tarmac last year. This guy's like, you know what I mean? He was like our 8th choice. So I know he's going to have limitations. Like, you could see it. You could see it. You could see, like, he's just adjustments. You know OG's coming back from a toe injury, right? It's just simple stuff. You just got Jeremy Sohan. He's another big body you could put on Cade. I'm not saying he's going to stop Cade, but he could slow him down. He got a steal and a block on him. Just kind of give OG a little break because OG's coming back from the toe. You would think he would think that, right? No, he doesn't. He puts he puts Alvarado on him. Then he puts Bridges on him. K was looking at his chops like, yo, what's wrong with your coach? That's probably what he said to Brunson. What's up with your coach, man? Like, what is he doing? What is he doing? Oh, CC, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live, man. It's truly appreciated, man. K Denson, 65. What's going on? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. That's what I do after every Knicks game. Please subscribe to the channel, man. The enemy's coming through, people. The enemy's coming through gloating. They letting it be known like, yeah. They're super excited. They're excited because they beat the bully. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't really beat the bully. They didn't really beat the bully. They just beat us here in the regular season. This is regular stuff. People lose in the regular season. It's okay. But can you win when it matters, when the money's on the table? Our peoples have proven it by smacking y'all last year and giving you the trigger finger. So now can you come back as a team and win a playoff series? Can we do that? That's the goal here on this side of town. Over here, away from the Midwest on the East Coast, we're about trying to get to the championship. That's what we're focused on. We ain't focused on having schoolyard fights with y'all. We're not focused on that. You know what I'm saying? We're not focused on that. We focused on going to the prom with the prettiest girl. We ain't focused on having street fights with y'all. That's it. Yeah, CC says, yeah, because he's getting out coached, CC. He getting out coached. He don't know what he's doing, man. You could tell, man. You could tell he's shaky, man. He don't know what he's doing, man. I was surprised to see Sohan and Mitch on the court at the same time. Yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing, man. He don't know what he's doing, man. Brunson doesn't pass. Yo, listen, that second quarter, coach, he started going back to the same nonsense. They got to get Towns touches early. And not at the top of the key so we can get them big Ewing steps and get turnovers. You got to get him in that post. When he's great at the top of the key is when he makes a quick step, boom, and he's gone. And if he doesn't take a trail three, that's when he's good. You got to do some back cuts and get him on a post right there. He gets busy down there. Like, you got to let him do that. Hit him with some, some pick and roll passes. Like, do that. Get Towns going. Like, you got it. This guy's insane. James Tramble, 7573. Sorry. Appreciate you coming through, rocking with me and my crew, man. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, man. That's what I do after every Knicks game, man. So please come through and check it out, man. Subscribe. But I appreciate you coming through, rocking with me and my crew, man. It's truly appreciated. Okay, so James says, y'all not getting past Detroit. Yo, you know what's ill, James? We don't need to get past Detroit, man. We need to just get to the playoffs. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. We just need to get to the playoffs, man. And whatever happens in the playoffs happens in the playoffs. I'm not thinking about Detroit like that. Like, tonight was a tough game and they lost. All right, cool. I know some people are going to jump out the window and say, oh, you know what I mean? I'm not thinking about that. It doesn't matter. They said the same thing about Boston last year to us. Said the same thing about Cleveland. Said the same thing about, you know what I'm saying? We got the better of Indiana last year too. Well, I think the series was tied 2-2. They felt we was going to beat Indiana. It didn't matter. We lost Indiana. They beat us in 6. You see what I'm saying? So the playoffs don't matter, man. The playoffs don't matter. Everybody's 0-0. That's it. That's it. CC says Brown had a lineup with Mo guarding Shooter and Shaman guarding Harris in third. I was like, yo, that's what I'm saying. Like, why? Why you don't have Sohan in it? That's why he's here. James Tramble, I appreciate you, man. It's truly appreciated, man. But yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. He's getting out coached, man. He's getting out coached. Let me tell you something. The biggest thing too, man, I'm just being so honest with you. Oh, Jeremy, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. CC, you know what's ill? Like, the fact that even Mike Breen said, like, they got to find a way to get Towns more touches. Like, you can't have this offense where it's just dribble, handoff. He's not Sabonis. He's proven it these last couple of games, especially how he played against Philly. I thought they kind of unlocked something. They're not even doing that. Like, when he was rolling, setting the screen for Brunson, he's got to roll fast. Brunson's got to hit him, bang. That's not happening. And then Brunson's not looking at nothing. He's dribbling. He's got his head down. He's a penetrating the paint. He's like, all he looking is trying to get his shot off, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that pick and roll game should be working a lot more than what it is. And that's that I don't know, man. I don't know. That's something that because Towns got to get more touches, and it felt like in the first half that wasn't happening. Second half he got more touches. The offense looked better, but they just couldn't stop Cade. But Towns started cooking. He started getting busy, and then I'm like, okay, that's because they're trying to see him more. Brunson hit Towns trailing, coming down the court full speed. He had the dunk, right? Boom. Then Towns step in, gets a 3, 4-point play. Right, then Towns is finishing in that Baja. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, this is simple, but you got to give him touches, man. You got to get him in the rhythm of the offense to where he can go. You can't be having him just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't know, man. As a coach, you got to do a better job at that, man. He's too good of a player, and I just felt like in the first half that wasn't happening, and I don't know why. But we're saying the same things. We're having the same conversation. It's easy for people to say, "Oh, well, Towns is this, Towns is that." Yo, man, no, we know what Towns is. We know what Towns is as a player. Like, you know what I mean? He's an all-NBA guy. Like, so you got to figure it out as a coach. You got to make sure he's getting touches. You can't just have Brunson just trying to do everything, man. Look at that. I thought Towns was about to foul our bigs out, man. He only had 2. But listen, but that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying, James. And that's a great point. I'm glad you mentioned that. But he's not utilizing Towns the way he should. Especially with the fact that you guys are down, you're 2 bigs, right? So now establish that. Say that to yourself. The coach ain't doing that. He's shooting 3s. Like, you know what I mean? This guy, JB's coaching circles around him. Like, oh, you're going to do that? This guy's an idiot. Okay, cool. Well, let's continue to do it. Let Towns stand in the corner. He's 7 feet. He's an all-NBA guy. Have him stand in the corner. Let's not get him in the Baja rotating, setting screens, getting down and getting busy. Let's not do that. Let's put him in a corner like he's a corner shooter. Like, yo, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Guys, that's coaching. That's nothing else but that. Period. Imagine Towns with Detroit. You think Bickerstaff would have him doing that? You think Bickerstaff would have him doing it? No, Towns would be used as a weapon over there. A weapon with Cade. Cade would have like 20 assists. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just insane. Yo, that's going to stop. I'm telling you, that's going to stop. That's going to start happening. CC said, yeah, sure. Word up. You know what I'm saying, man? Towns getting busy, man. Where was that in the first half? Because we lost the game in the second quarter. That's where we lost it, 30-22. Hey, Willie Cruz, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rocking with LV Live, man. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, Willie Cruz, please subscribe to the channel, man. But I appreciate you coming through rocking with me and my crew, man. It's my first time seeing you. Please subscribe. Okay, Willie Cruz said, my dude, man, we gave up 5 first-round picks for 8 points. Towns should touch the ball every time. Bad coaching tonight. Willie Cruz, well said. I can't get on I can't get on Bridges so much tonight, man. I don't think tonight was a Bridges thing. You know what I mean? We know what he is, Willie Cruz. You know what I'm saying? He's a really, really, really glorified, or shall I say, high-priced role player, right? We understand. And that was more like, that's a Leon thing, man. That was the tax, because they were trying to get the Nova thing going. You know what I'm saying? So that was the tax for him. He's not worth 5 picks. We know that. But that was the tax. Brooklyn said you want him. All right, cool. For 5 picks. You ready? You know what the tax to get Towns was? All right, we want Randall. You want Towns? All right, we want Randall. We want Dante. That was the tax for that. We tried to offer other players. They said no. We don't want nobody else. They wanted Dante more than Randall. You know what I'm saying? So that was a tax. So once again, that's what the Bridges thing was, man. So I can't, Jay Supreme, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live, man. Hope all is well with you, sir. Time passes by. Like everybody wants it. Yo, listen, I agree, man. I can't get on the players too much, man. Listen. Look at Jeremy. The Knicks horrible balls the regular wing finals. The executive. Agreed. Listen, guys. Listen. Once again, right. The old saying goes is this, right? The old saying is this: you are a representation of your coach, right? You are. You're a representation of your coach. Because last year's team, right? Even with the tip stuff, you felt like we were a tougher team, right? Didn't you feel that way? We had a lot more fight. We had a lot more fire in our belly last year. A lot of fire in our belly. Jeremy Newsom, man. Jeremy always great with the stats here, man. The Pistons are 6-1 against the Knicks over the last 2 regular seasons, 3-0 this season. Detroit obliterated the Knicks by 28 points per game this season. Agreed. Detroit's got the number, man. You gotta salute those guys, man. Listen, we ain't coming over here and trying to hate, man. They got their number, man. They got the Knicks number, man. That's okay. That's okay. That's all right. It's not a big deal. Because when the money's on the table, when it's almost the playoffs, now we got a different ballgame coming. Because I'm telling you, they tight, they mad because Brunson did this to him, man. He pulled the trick, he pulled the hammer out and said, "Yo, the whole list." Ever since then, the Pistons have been fuming over the Knicks. They want the Knicks bad. They want the Knicks more than they want to make it to the finals. It's insane. The Knicks don't care like that. The Knicks are so focused on making it to the finals. They just look at Detroit like another game. Detroit don't look at it like that. They don't. One shot D, yo, yeah, JB's coach is running circles around him, man, right? And it ain't tight too. That's JB's man. Well, the story goes that he used to watch JB back in the day for his pops. JB's father hired Mike Brown. And Mike Brown, part of his job title was to watch JB when JB was a kid. So it's funny how the stories come around, but he running circles around him, man. He running circles around him. You know, it is what it is. Still, I risk 2K. Yo, listen, man, I appreciate you coming through rocking with me, man. The enemy's coming through, letting it be known, gloating. I love that, man. It's good, man. It's good. It's good. Listen, man. It's good. Listen. Please subscribe to the channel, man. But I appreciate you coming through gloating, man. I love it. I love it all. You ain't see him laughing and smiling with Bickerstaff. Yeah, you one shot D. I saw that, man. I saw that. But that's what he is, man. You know, he's a happy-go-lucky guy, man. That's what he does. He laughs and smiles with the enemy. Bickerstaff, let me tell you something. You see JB, right? JB he's got the scowl face and everything. Yo, he wants this. He wants to kill the Knicks. Yo, listen, look. I think it's awesome. I think it's great theater. I keep on saying that, but I think it's great for the league. This has got to happen. Brunson ripped their hearts out last year. He put their boy on skates and hit the dagger 3 and pulled the hammer out on them, man, and sent them packing. Do you understand? They are fuming at that. They're still mad about that. They're thinking about beating the Knicks more than they are saying, like, yo, we could get to the chip. The Knicks are focused on getting to the chip. They make it focused on getting to the playoffs, like, and going far. Like, they don't care about anything else. The playoffs are a different brand of basketball, man. Different. And the Knicks know that. Detroit doesn't know that yet. They'll see quick. You know what I mean? So it's the law of attrition, man. OG just came back. It's okay. He don't like himself. It's all right. They killed us from 3 today. They shot 43% from 3. They're one of the worst 3-point shooting teams in the league. We're one of the best. They were making them. We were missing them. Ball game. It's easy. Ball game. They were making. We were missing. We shot 23% from 3, man. That we never shoot that bad. When it happens, OG was 1 for 8. Yeah, we were 8 for 35, 23%. They were 13 for 30. They were 43%. They almost shot 50% from 3. It happens, man. It's okay. It's no big deal, man. I'm all right. Now that we got them out the way, we got bigger goals here, man. Let's erase this. Get ready for Saturday. Vaughn Allen, what's going on? Vaughn Allen says definitely in a few Detroit chats tonight, right? Are they feeling good? Yo, Vaughn, they should, man. They still talking about the playoffs. Yo, Vaughn, we've renting space, man. Vaughn, we renting space, man. You know what time it is, man. You know what it is. We renting space, man. Knicks ain't even stressing them like that, man. You know what's up. We ain't worry about them boys like that, man. I mean, listen, I think it's great, man. You know what I mean? They listen. They want to create a rivalry with us. We don't look at them as rivals. We don't care about them. We don't. The Pacers are the rivals. You know that. That's the Heat. Those are our rivals in Boston. That's it. We ain't worried. Come on, man. They too busy worried about us. We ain't renting space. We think about Indiana. That's who we want. You know, even with Halliburton come back, that's who the rival is. The Heat, Spo and the crew, right? The Heat culture, that's the rivals. Boston, Tatum and them, they talking nonsense. They say, wait till Tatum come back. I can't wait. That's who the Knicks are thinking about. We ain't taking these guys serious, man. And that's great. You know what I'm saying? I think they're having a great year. The playoffs is different, man. The playoffs is different. Look at the Cavs. You see the Cavs record last year? The Cavs are playing better basketball than these boys were. Cavs got smoked in the second round last year. It doesn't matter. The playoffs don't matter, man. Playoffs don't matter. Records and all that stuff don't matter. Boston, as good as they were, they lost to us in the second round. It don't matter. The playoffs is different, man. Different brand of basketball. Look at this. Stop the cope, LV. Yo, y'all appreciate you knowing my name, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. I'm assuming you're saying stop the cap. That's what you're saying. I'm assuming that's what you're saying. That's what the young boys say. Yo, man, but it's the truth, though, man. It's the truth. Yeah, we got K. Yo, K's the truth, man. K's the truth. K's legit. Kate is legit, man. Bottom line, Mike Brown is a great coach. It's time for y'all players not. Yo, he's not a great coach, man. He's not a great coach. Relax, man. Relax. He's not a great coach. Oh, here look who stepped in the building. Everybody's get a round of applause. The man has returned. A pillar here in the LV Live show. MBIC 4562 has returned. MBIC, how are you doing today, sir? Long time no see. I hope all is well. I appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live, man. I appreciate you, man. Long time no see, sir. Detroit is in here heavy. They coming in here heavy. Heavy, let it be known. MBIC, yeah. Mike Brown, yeah, he's terrible, man. He's not good. Jeremy even says it. Yeah, man, I'm telling you. Man. Jermaine Harris, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live, man. Why Knicks fans still bring up Eastern Conference like y'all won? No, Jermaine. I'm assuming Jermaine, you with Detroit, right? The enemy's in here heavy, people. They in here heavy. Here's the thing, Jermaine. The point is this. That's all we're focused on, Jermaine. We don't really care about the Pistons like that. We already smacked y'all. Like we don't care. Like we know it's the playoffs or bust. Like the finals are bust for us. That's what not beat Detroit or bust. Like you guys are thinking beat the Knicks, and we don't care. The rivals for us has always been Indiana, the Heat, and of course Boston. Like we don't really care like that. So it's like our game is your Super Bowl. Like we're not thinking like that. You got to think how we're thinking. We don't care. We're focused on the finals and getting back. We don't really care. So, and I love that you guys beat us. Like, I think it's great. Once again, it's great for the league. It's great for the league. I thought Cade was nasty. I love Cade. It's great for the league. It's great for you. But you got to win when the money is down, though, dogs. You understand? You got to win when the money is down. Not now. When you ain't up right now, you up right now because you won today. I think it's great. But you got to win in May and June. Like, that's when it matters. That's when it matters. Because you guys beat us last year. Like, you guys beat us, same thing, right? 4 games last year, you guys beat us 3-1, right? 3-1? And then the captain pulled out the hammer on you guys and put it to your temple. And packed you up and sent you back to what? What you call it? D-Town, right? Whatever. D-Town? Is that what you call it? What they say out there? What they say out there? Your big shouts to everybody out there. What they say out there? What up, though, right? Is that what they say? I'm sorry, man. We're from New York City, man. We don't say that. I'm saying that's what the captain did last year. So I get it. Why it's the animosity. You know what I mean? I get it. And I understand it. I love it. It's great. Once again, it's great theater. But we don't care, man. We don't care that much. Now, the whole media is going to care. They're going to be like, oh. It ain't that deep, man. It ain't that deep. We got bigger plans. The plans this year are not to beat Detroit. The plans this year are finals and bust. That's how we're talking on this side of town. We ain't talking about y'all like that. I think it's cool. I think it's great. But, we don't. See, y'all was watching too. Yeah, man, we don't care. We think about the finals, man. That's where we at. We're tight about what happened with Indiana, man. Tibbs dropped the ball on that. We all know that. Like, that's what we're thinking about. We're not thinking about the Pistons. Like, we was in, like, come on, man. We was 2 games from the finals last year. That's what we're on right now. We can't, like, we lost to y'all. Cool. It don't matter. We got swept by Boston last year. What happened? We beat them in 6. It doesn't matter. We got swept by the Cavs last year too. They lost in the second round. It doesn't matter. We whipped up on Indiana during the regular season. They beat us in 6 games in the Eastern Conference Final. It doesn't matter, man. So that's the goal for us. We want to get to the finals and try to win it. Like, that's the goal. That's the goal for us. Bro, y'all always 2 games from winning. I get it, man. No titles. I know. Like, listen, you're absolutely right. Still at risk, right? I get it. But that's the point. That, with that being said, you're proving my point. That's why we're so focused on that, not on y'all. we're really not. And I think it's a great game. I think it's awesome. Like, but our goal isn't that. We took care of y'all last year. So our goal is that. We're not thinking really like that, man. You guys are focused on us big time. Like, you know, I get it. Even Beef Stew even said it. Beef Stew from New York too, man. No. You know, you got ours over there repping for y'all. From Rochester, you know what I'm saying? That's upstate New York. So Beef Stew even said, it's good. You know, we had those guys circled, blah, blah, blah. We don't really have y'all circled on our schedule like that. That's cool. Like, it's good for the league, but we're not thinking like that. We just not. Hey, Marcus, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, man. Appreciate you coming through. Look at Marcus says, hey, Grasshopper, man, you know we have more championships than y'all. I know, man. I know, man. I know you do, man. That's cool, man. That's cool. That's why we so focused on getting the ring, man. That's why we're not really focused on beating y'all. We're focused on getting to the finals. That's what we're focused on, not beating Detroit. Keith Ford, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live, man. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, man. I appreciate you coming through. Detroit is in here heavy, man. He's always look. You talk about the Aki way. Look, y'all just got chopped cheese away from another. Look at that. Look at that. Now you talking about chopped cheese. Look, they're all over the place. Talking about chopped cheese and Yaki way. Look at that. Oh, you gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. It's only right, but yo, listen, everybody, don't let them have it, man. You gotta love it, man. This is good. This is good for the league. And everybody's gonna be saying the Knicks stink. Everyone's gonna say that, man. Everyone's gonna say that. Everyone's gonna say that. Everyone's gonna say that. But see, but see, a lot of times, right? Oh, look at Marcus right here. Look at Marcus. Here we go. The New York Knicks fans delusional. Young have one. Okay, you have one championship, no whole existence. We have. Listen, agreed, man. Agreed. That's why, Marcus, I keep telling you guys. That's why we're so focused on getting there. That's the focus. We're not really focused on you guys. Like, we're not. We're focused on that. You're going to have to beat Detroit to get there, man. So you got to. I don't know about that, man. I'll say that when the time comes. The playoffs is different. If everything holds and we win a number 2 or number 3 seed, everything holds. We're not going to see y'all to the Eastern Conference Finals if that happens. But you guys got to beat other teams. Like, you know what I mean? Listen, man, look, I have to stress this to you. I know you guys haven't won a playoff series in a long time. I get it. The playoffs are different basketball, man. It does not matter what happens in the regular season. And I think it's dope. Even when the Knicks win big games, I think it's great. I think it's great for confidence building, all that other stuff. But it does not matter when the playoffs come. It doesn't. I know that from what happened when we played the Pacers. I thought the Knicks had them. I thought we were going to get them boys in 5. It did not matter. We lost in 6. The playoffs don't matter. I mean, the playoffs matter. The regular season really doesn't. So that's my thing. Like, I think it's awesome what you guys did. I think it's great. I think Cade is a beast. But I'm just saying, the playoffs are different, man. The playoffs are different. It just is. And so you gotta, I don't know, man. you got to have a mindset of like, all right, cool. Like, is the victory's cool, the loss is cool, the win is cool. Like, even if we would have blew you guys out by 30, I wouldn't have been excited about it. I'm like, all right, it's a great win, man. Quick, let's get back. Because I'm not the focus over here on this side, guys. All the Detroit people coming in here, and I appreciate you guys coming through rock on me too. The focus over here on this side is getting to the finals, B. Because we haven't been in a long time. We were close last year. And for us, that's what matters, right? So here's why you guys are upset. Like, I get it, right? This is what happened last year, and you guys are so focused on this. Like, this rent space in you guys' mind, like nonstop. Right? This is what happened last year.
Thompson digging in defensively. 8 seconds. Brunson stops on a dime. Launches. Oh yeah! Jalen Brunson buries it.
See when he did that?
Knicks lead by 3. The Brunson burner ignited. Thompson digging in.
See, when he did that just sent you guys in a frenzy, man. Because you guys, but see, I have to play it because I know why you guys are mad, man. And you guys are like going bananas in here. We don't care, man. We don't even care about that play. Like, we don't. All we think about is getting back to where we lost last year. All the Knicks fans are thinking about this. Like, we're not thinking about Detroit like that, man. Because to your point, Detroit fans, we haven't won a title in a long time. So now we have a really good team, and that's the focus of what we're trying to get to. That's it. It ain't about now. We don't really care. We don't. Stack wins and let's get to the playoffs. Stack wins and get to the playoffs, man. Stack wins, get to the playoffs. That's it. Get to the playoffs, man. Get to the playoffs. And that's what we're focused on. That's what we're focused on. We don't really care about anything else, man. And once again, man, and I think it's great you guys be, especially without Beef Stew and without Jalen Duran, man. I think it's great, man. I think it's great for hoops. I think it's awesome. I think you guys are a really good team, man. I think K came out with a message, man. A message. But you got to understand, last year, right, guys? I don't know if you guys understand this, but here's what happened last year to Boston, right? We lost to Boston 132 to 109. 132 to 109 last year. Then we lost them again 131 to 104. Then we lost to Boston again 118 to 105. This feels eerily similar, right? It's the same thing. And what happened in the playoffs? That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. It doesn't matter, man. None of this stuff matters. And when you go to the playoffs as much as we've had the last couple of years, you understand that. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, it's just not. Your main focus is getting back to the spot to where you lost. That's all the Knicks fan is thinking about. That's it. But K was awesome tonight. K was unstoppable, man. He was unstoppable. Unstoppable. No one could check him. No, that's why I think Mike Brown kind of dropped the ball, because you just get somebody to slow him down a little bit. Give him a different look. That's what you do as a coach. Like, because when you see he's on a heater like that, on a heater, you guys say, all right, cool. OG's coming off of the toe injury. Let's kind of get somebody in there. Let's kind of get like a different look on him, right? Let's kind of do that. He didn't make that adjustment till late, right? You see Brunson is kind of going hero ball, right? So you got to say, Brunson, you know what I mean? We got to look for Towns. That's it. I'm looking for some things here. Give me 1 second here. Appreciate everybody coming through rock with me, man. Trying to check for these interviews here. Let's see anything yet. You know, Mike Brown does, man. He be running, man. He be running from Well, you know, he got to meet with Leon like after the games. You guys know that, right? You guys remember I told you that, right? He got me with Leon at the games, man. You know how it is, man. Leon want to talk to him. He got to check in, man. All right, okay, so I'm trying to find, okay, let's listen to the captain, man. Listen to the captain. Let's listen to what he has to say regarding tonight. Okay, give me 1 second here. Let me pull him up. Wait, do I have it saved? Yes, I'm good here. Make sure I have everything up here. Pull the captain up here. He's talking about Cade, man. He's talking about Cade, giving Cade his props. You know what I'm saying? They was both in the All-Star weekend. So he's talking about Cade right here. Listen to the captain. Make sure the volume is up for you guys. Once again, I appreciate everybody coming through, rock with me. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. All right, let's listen to Brunson.
With Cade, was the scheme being executed, and was he just getting wherever he wanted to go, or was it not an execution?
I mean, Cade's a great player, and obviously we scout against him, and he's obviously our priority. But great players have big games, and then he didn't slow them down fast enough, or even at all.
With Cade,
great point. Great players have great games, and he said, "Yo, man, we can slow him down, even if that, or even at all." You know what I'm saying? Vaughn says, "LV man, take stock in OG's toe being something lingering." Yeah, man. I thought he was moving okay today, Vaughn. I felt like Vaughn he was off his rhythm a bit. You could tell he's rusty, right? You could tell. So I can't really say it's the toe why Cade did what he did. I think Cade was going, Cade going to do what he want, man. You know what I'm saying? So you got with a guy like that, when he's big like that, he's cooking like that, you got to give him different looks. You have to. You can't give like Mikal. Mikal's not big enough for him. He's just not. So OG can give some resistance, but if OG's coming back from a toe injury, he's going to be a step slow. So you have the guy, Jeremy Sohan, not saying he could stop him, but at least kind of give some type of resistance. When Cade is knocking down a three, it's hard to stop it. He's big too, man. He's about 6'7", 6'8", so he's big. So he's tough to deal with. So you got to bring out guys that are about 6'7", 6'8" to put on him to give him different looks, to tire him out, wear him down. And then when he's out the game, you got to use this opportunity to really take advantage of them. And I thought that in certain aspects the Knicks did that, but then they got away from certain things and they just couldn't. It just, tonight wasn't their night, because I thought we had a lot of great looks, a lot of wide open looks that we usually knock down and we just couldn't. Big OG especially, he was 1 for 8 from 3, and that's it. Jermaine Harris says, "Yo, LV man, it's the coaching." Agreed. Jeremy. He was coaching circles around Mike Brown, man. Coaching circles around him, and it's insane. Like, come on, man. Come on. You know what I'm saying? He was coaching circles around him. Oh, Detroit is in it heavy, man. Heavy. The Wizard of Oz says, "Y'all ain't the same team, my guy. Mike Brown is not it. Keep thinking y'all just gonna do like y'all did last year." Listen, man. Listen, I agreed, man. I hear you, man. You guys won the game, man. You beat us. Beat us last year too. Remember, you beat us like 1 out of 4 games. You beat us 3 out of 4 last year. But you lost in the playoffs. Like, the playoffs is different, man. Wizard of Oz. That's your name, right? Just want to make sure I got that right. Playoffs is different, man. It just is. And yeah, you're not going to see us in the first round. You know what I'm saying? You got to beat those teams. Like, you know what I mean? The playoffs is different. The playoffs is hard. It's a law of attrition. You don't know who's going to get injured, who's going to get hurt. We've been through that last couple of years. It happens. Remember, Josh Hart tore his stomach muscle. Remember that, guys, a couple of years ago against Indiana? Brunson broke his hand against Indiana. Randall sprained his ankle against Miami. Remember that? Like things happen in the playoffs, man. The playoffs is ill. So it's the law of attrition. You got to get through it healthy and strong. Like, you can't say, "Oh, wish this guy was that." It happens, man. It happens. So that's what we're focused on. Look at Marcus said, "Stop bringing up old stuff." Yeah, I know, man. Right? I think that's why Detroit's mad though, man, because of what happened last year, man. That's why we're their Super Bowl, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Desmond Washington says they getting destroyed, not just losing. Yeah, I know, man. Yo, Damon, right? Damon Washington. Yeah, I know, right? But yo, we got destroyed by Boston last year too, man. It was the same thing. But what happened? We beat Boston. Playoffs is all we're thinking about, man. I'm sorry, man. I know it's kind of hard to understand. I don't think about regular season like that. We're still one of the best teams in the league. We just can't beat you guys, and it happens. You know, it happens, man. Look at Willie Cruz says, good for the league, man, but not for me, man. I can't take losing at home like that. Listen, agreed, man. Agreed. It's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough. Jeremy says Detroit once wasn't at full strength in the playoffs. Isaiah Stewart, Jaden Ivey were sidelined. Had Detroit been healthy, the Knicks would have lost that series. Agreed, man. Agreed. Listen, I know, man. Jeremy, listen, I know, man. A lot of people say shoulda, coulda, woulda, but yo, man, it is what it is. It's the law of attrition. That's what the playoffs are. You know, the healthier team, the sharper team, the team that can knock down shots, all that stuff matters in the playoffs. So that's the focus for us. Detroit won, man. They smacked us 3 games in a row. It's tough, man. But the season goes on. This is not the finals tonight. This is the big win by this team. And, you know, if you listen to everybody, they feel like we stink. We can't beat anybody. But, you know, it was the same thing was being said last year. So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. We got to get back to the drawing board and take it from there. Hey, Yuri, what's going on? All right, Yuri, I got you, man. I'm going to drop the link. Anybody wants to hop on, please do so. Listen, guys, let's keep it G-rated. Keep it G-rated, please. Please keep it G-rated, because if not, I'm going to have to get you out of here, man. I'm going to have to put you on a dollar van, man. Anybody in New York City, you know what I'm talking about. To put you in a dollar van and send you downtown, man. Send you downtown to 34th Street. You know what I'm saying? You know, put you in a gypsy cab. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it G-rated. Cameras off, please. So I'm putting a link in the chat for you guys to hop on. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this game. And there's the link in the chat. Once again, let's keep it G-rated, please, people. Okay. Once again, I appreciate everybody coming through, rock with me, man. Listen, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Please do so. But I appreciate everybody coming through, rock on me tonight, man. It's truly appreciated. It really is. So yeah, so let me see here. Yeah, Mike Brown wasn't good tonight at all. He was terrible tonight, I thought. Thought he was terrible. I'm trying to see his interview. I'm trying to bring his interview up. They kind of show. I want to hear from the coach, man. But he's Mike Brown be running, man. He be running from the media. He be in and out. All right, guys. There's the link in the chat. Let me close this out. Okay, cool. All right, so let me get let me get my man Yuri in here. Yuri.
Hey, LV, brother. I just saw the highlights of the game. I didn't have a chance to watch it tonight. I just saw the highlights of the game. My analysis is this. It was competitive for 3 quarters, and then it just fell apart in the 4th. And like you said, 3-0, you know, the same position that happened with us from the last year from the Celtics. I'm not going to overreact about this game. Just get to the damn playoffs. I'm done at this point. I can't exert any energy in the regular season. Baseball season's coming up for me. You know what I mean? I'm at that point now.
Yeah. The Yanks play tomorrow.
Mets play. No, I'm a Mets fan, LV. So.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, Mets should be good this year, man.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Yeah, Mets should be
Listen, so my input about this game, OG's definitely not healthy. Let's just be real on that one.
Yeah, first game back.
First game back, I'm not overreacting. Cade Cunningham tore us to shreds tonight. Mike Brown's lack of adjustments, clearly. Yeah. I don't know if Mike Brown was taking his game seriously, to tell you the truth. I think he was just holding his cards to his chest. I want to hope that's the case. You know what I mean? Because we're going to probably see Detroit again. But LV, we've been 3-0 before in the regular season, in the playoffs. But Detroit's a different breed, bro. I said it before. I had my eyes out for Detroit. Detroit, you got to make it out the first round. But I hope y'all make a playoff push so we can really do meet in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Mhm.
That's all I'm going to say on that. What about you, LV?
Hey, man, I think. Listen, man, I don't know. It's weird as I watch the game because they kind of lost the game in the second quarter. Yuri, that's where they really lost it at because they lost that quarter 30-22.
Oh, yeah.
And Brunson was kind of doing hero ball again. And he wasn't really moving the ball. And then once we got down 10, it was 58-48 going into the half, and that was pretty much it. We couldn't keep up, and Cade went ballistic in the third quarter. So that's where it kind of got out of hand.
And we talked about JB's tendency to go hero ball this season. We haven't seen
that happened in the second quarter. Like that happened, and it was kind of like, and then they were able to kind of get on the run. And once they kind of got ahead, then that was pretty much it. And Cade, like I said, Cade just went ballistic. But a big part of the game, Yuri, was that they were great from three. They were 13 for 30 from three. We were 8 for 35. We only shot 23.
And that was the whole game right there.
That's the ball game. In OG's first game back, he was 1 for 8 from three. So
I'm not worried about OG, but I am holding him accountable today.
You're right. Yeah. But he had great looks too, Yuri. Great.
You gotta knock him down.
Yeah, these are regular looks that he always knocks down, right? So I'm not. So once again, right? This is not a. But I thought Mike Brown, to your point, he dropped the ball. So his adjustments are insane. Like when OG's coming back from a toe injury, right?
You got to put Jeremy Sohan in.
There you go. He didn't do that. He put him in late. But when Cade is cooking in the third, that's why you brought this kid in here. So you got to put him on Cade to somewhat slow him down.
I think what the problem with Mike Brown is the minutes war. You got to decide on a rotation, and you got to stick with it. I know you want to experiment, but you got to decide who's going to be your playoff rotation. We're literally a few months away from the playoff rotation, LV.
Yeah, I agree.
We got to decide what the playoff rotation is going to be.
Agreed.
Like I said, I know this falls on Mike Brown, and rightfully so. I'm not going to deny that. He's our coach, LV. He's got to know what to do. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping he can figure something out in the playoffs. Listen, regular season, still got a lot of time left in the regular season, second half. I'm not going to doom and gloom about this game.
Agreed. Listen, man, it's funny because the Detroit fans have been blitzing me, man. They blitzing me in the chat.
They're gonna blitz Karan's channel too.
Right. And I think the cool thing about this is I keep on stressing our goal and our focus on this side of town is not when we think about is finals. It's finals or bust with us. We're not thinking about beating Detroit. Like that's not on our list. On our list is getting to the finals. And as you know, the playoffs, it doesn't matter. It's everyone's 0-0. It doesn't matter. So you got to beat a team 4 out of 7. It's very, very hard. It's the law of attrition in the playoffs. And as great as Detroit was playing, I think it's awesome how they're playing. But so was Boston last year. So was Cleveland last year. Like it doesn't matter. The playoffs are the playoffs, man. And you got to beat a team 4 out of 7, which is really, really hard. Really, really hard. And so for me, that's really all. This team is.
That's how I feel too. Yes, am I pissed off about the loss? Absolutely. Who isn't pissed off about the loss? You don't want to see a team be competitive for 3 quarters then get blown out in the fourth. Makes it very anticlimactic. But LV, I'm just thinking about the playoffs at this point. I got a bad habit because the Knicks are a sustainable winning culture now.
Right. Yeah. But listen, Yuri, every year we've gotten better, correct?
Yeah.
Every year we've gotten better. So we went from second round, Eastern Conference Finals. Everyone felt we should have made it to the finals last year. We didn't do it. So now we're licking our chops. That's the focus. Their focus is beating us more than getting to the finals.
And I said this before. I said this before to a few Detroit fans that I'm very close friends with. I said, your focus is on us. You got to worry about your opponent in the first round, buddy.
Yeah, you got to.
Because there's a team called the Charlotte Hornets that gave you a run for your money in the regular season just now. And that game before that fight broke out, let me tell you something. Don't be surprised if Detroit and Charlotte's a close series.
Yeah, man.
Both Detroit, they're just getting their feet wet. They're getting their feet wet.
Yeah.
They finally got a winning established culture. Congratulations. I'm happy for y'all. You were in a rebuild mode just like us not that long ago.
Agreed. Listen, agreed, man. That's the
But
focus.
enough about the game. JB going hero ball in the second quarter. I get it. Killer mentality. You want to have that killer mentality on your team. You got to get others involved, brother.
Yeah, you got to. Especially Towns. They got to get him more touches. In the third quarter, he started getting more touches, and that's when we made our pushback, Yuri. That's when we cut the lead to 2 and the 3. Towns started getting busy in that third quarter. The same way they were using him against Philly, they got to continue to use him. That's all. As much as I was complaining about Brunson, that's coaching, Yuri. Like you got to.
That's coaching indeed.
You got to figure out a way to make sure.
I don't know if there's a sacrificing role going on here between Towns and JB. I don't know who's taking a sacrificing role. To tell you the truth, it feels like Cat's taking a sacrificing role. I can't have that.
Right, not now, Yuri. Not yet. It's the playoffs, like you said, Yuri. Well, a month from the playoffs, you got to get him going. Like, what is Mike Brown doing? You can't be playing around like that. All this trying to make him Sabonis. That's not who this guy is.
Listen, Leon Rose took a big risk firing.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Hey, listen. Listen. Look, everyone has said this. He better make it to the finals because Tibbs got us to the Eastern Conference Finals, almost to the finals for the first time in 30-something years. You took a big swing by gambling with a coach that got fired on the tarmac last year. So that's a big gamble, Yuri. So if he doesn't,
I felt like Mike Brown got done dirty by Sacramento.
Right, but still, it is what it is, Yuri. He's been fired everywhere. He hasn't, you know what I'm saying? He hasn't proven that he can win by himself yet. So what I'm saying is, with a team that's ready to win now, Yuri, ready to win now,
and you don't take them to the promised land, that's a problem.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So this is on Leon and Mike Brown. Because listen, man, I don't know.
I
man.
love Leon. You know
I do too, man. But listen, that's a big swing, firing Tibbs and bringing in this guy. Tibbs, because look, God, all they respect is, as you know, Yuri, all they respect is winning. So if you can win, that cures everything, and that's what Tibbs did here.
That didn't matter. He won.
He won through the nonsense, Yuri. He won, right?
And there's going to be a lot of talk if they don't make it to the finals this year.
Right.
And listen, I'm pretty sure JB's licking his chops to get at Detroit again in the playoffs. You know, captain mentality. But Detroit's telling you, yo, we're a problem. We're here to stay. And you know what? Good for them. I'm happy for them.
Yeah, I'm happy for them too, man. I mean, it's good.
It's good for the competition, don't you think?
I think it's fabulous for the league. I said it to all the Detroit fans in here that are going crazy. I said it's good theater for the league. I said, but the reality is that you guys aren't our rivals. You're not. Indiana's our rivals, the Heat and Boston. We don't care about Detroit.
And I wouldn't be surprised. Whatever happens the second half of the season, it looks like Detroit's keeping the 1 seed.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And I think that's fine. I think that's great, man. But as you know, man, being the 1 seed or what, that stuff doesn't matter. Else, man.
I used to think being a 1 seed back then mattered a lot.
It doesn't matter, man. Not with the way these teams are playing. Look at Charlotte, man. Charlotte says stunk. Look how well they're playing now, man. They're a dangerous team. Dangerous. Because all it takes is, as you saw how we did the Boston, all it takes is for you to win 1 or 2 games. And now you put all the pressure on the other team. Now they got to win 4. And all you got to do is win 2. That's what the playoffs do. It puts pressure on you because you know it's win or go home. So it's a different type of pressure, man.
I know what JB does in the playoffs. I know what Cat does in the playoffs. I know what Mikal does in the playoffs, even though we stuck him tonight. Hell, I know what OG does in the playoffs. I know what Josh Hart is about in the playoffs. I don't know what Jose Alvarado and Jeremy Sohan are about in the playoffs. So
yeah, we got to see.
I know what Shamit's about in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. That's all that matters, man. That's all that matters, Yuri.
Well, no, my final thoughts on the game is this. Congratulations. You beat us 3-0. Move on to the next game already.
That's right, Yuri. I totally agree, man. Listen, I appreciate you coming on, Yuri.
No problem.
All right, listen, I'll be going live again Saturday, man, so come through.
Is this an afternoon game Saturday?
I'm not sure. Let me check real quick. Let me check for you really, really fast here because we got the Rockets, right? We got Houston. Mm-hmm. We got Houston.
Yeah, ABC.
It's 8:30 at night, man.
8:30 at night?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'll be on LinkedIn tonight. No problem.
All right,
I'll be on LinkedIn on Saturday. Thanks, Elvie.
All right, no problem. Yuri, take care, man. All right, that was my man Yuri, man, coming through, dropping some jewels as usual, man. Appreciate everybody coming through. Look at Jeremy said, Charlotte, yo, Jermaine, listen, man, look, I have to stress this to you, man. The playoffs are different, man. You don't overlook anybody. And I know you guys are a good team. And I know you guys have won this year. I understand, but the playoffs are different. You can't listen. I thought that about Indiana. I said we're gonna take these boys. I ain't worried about them because we beat Boston. It was a tough series. We smacked y'all around. So I said, man, we battle tested. Indiana took us 6 games and beat us, man. They beat us, and so I'm saying the playoffs is different, man. Like I just broke down to my man Yuri. All it takes is you losing 1 game or 2 games or something like that. Then the pressure's on. Now you got to win 4, and they only got to win 2. Like the playoffs is different, man. The playoffs is super different. So I get it. Like I understand. Like trust me. Like but I don't know, man. It's ill. Look at Jeremy says, Knicks fans better start taking Detroit seriously. Cleveland will also be a dangerous team. Agreed. Boston will be more improved. Listen, look, Jeremy, I'm not saying I don't take them seriously. I do. What I'm saying, Jeremy, is that they got to stop making us their Super Bowl. Like, focus on the playoffs. Like, I know Cleveland's going to be a problem with James Harden. Like, I already know that. I know Boston's still going to be Boston if Tatum comes back. Like, that's why I'm saying, Jeremy, the playoffs. I'm not thinking of anything else. Cool, they beat us. Great. I don't care. Our goal is getting to the finals, man. Like, I think about other teams because the playoffs is different. It's 0-0. All that stuff that happened in the regular season does not matter. You got to win 4 out of 7. That's it. However way you do it, you do it. And so that's why I'm saying what I'm saying, Jeremy. Trust me, I know that. I know all of that. I do take them seriously. I do. I'm not, I don't care about Detroit. They stink. No, they're legit. But there are other teams that are legit too that we're going to probably have to play that we got to beat in order to get to the finals. Detroit may not even make it. I don't know. But that's how the playoffs are, Jeremy. It's ill like that. All right, I got Eric Green in here. Eric Green, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live. It's your world, man. What you got talked about?
How you doing, man?
You all right?
Listen, man, I feel about the same, as you. The players going to be a different story. I am concerned about a couple of things, though. Number one, why, if you see Cade on a heater, why not trap him? Get the ball out of his hands, make somebody else beat you instead of letting him, because he was just moving and just getting into the paint, and shooting. He got that midi right there, and also he was knocking down threes. I also thought that because we were so bad from 3, that's what got us in a hole. And especially we didn't finish the second quarter strong because we were only down by 4 points most of the second quarter. Then all of a sudden they just open it up to 10, and there you go. And also, man, what happened to the pick and roll with Cat and Brunson? We gotta get Cat involved. We can't wait till the third quarter to get Cat involved. That's crazy.
Listen, man, Eric Green. Listen, man, you're nailing it tonight, man. You're nailing it. You're right on point, man. I mean, and that all goes back to coaching. Everything you mentioned is coaching. It's not the players. We got the players. We've proven it. We got the players. We proved it last year. We got the players. We added on 2 great defensive guys. Deuce is still out. We still have Shamet. We still got Mitch. These are the same guys. So there's no reason why they should still be struggling with certain things like that. To your point, if Cade is on a heater, there's no one else out there that is dangerous like that. Blitz him. Send a blitz. Send 2 guys. Everybody rotate. Take it from there. That's coaching. You got to call out those different sets. You got to do that. If the pick and roll is there, make it work with you and Towns. You got 2 of the best offensive players in him and Brunson. Why can't they make that work? That's coaching. Brunson's only going to do what he does if the coach allows him to do it. If the coach just says, yo, just do you, go 1-on-4, 1-4 flat, and whatever you want to do. I mean, if that's what it's going to be, then what is Towns even here for? Then just start Mitch. Take Towns off, sit him on a bench or sit him away so you can trade him this summer and just start Mitch. Because if that's what it's going to be, you got an offensive guy out there, you got a weapon, you got to use it. That's coaching, man. That's coaching. You got to use. Imagine Towns on Detroit. Imagine numbers he will put up. Do you understand? Imagine Towns with Cleveland. Imagine Towns with the Heat. They would all with Spoelstra. All them coaches would be using him to the best of his ability. So now you got to look at Mike Brown like, listen, man, look, I get it. You want to run your offense. You feel like this is the way to go because you think you're Steve Kerr. I get it. But it's not working with Towns. He's not Sabonis. So you got to figure out how you can make it work with him You got to do that. You can't just be like, all right, well, he's just got to make sacrifices. That's a wrong move, man. A guy,
Yeah, it's crazy.
players win playoff games. He proved it last year. Stars win playoff games. Stars, not role players. Stars.
Yeah, he practically he won that Detroit series. He made some big clutch baskets, especially game 4.
Yeah, listen, not that 3 that he hit, but remember that fall away that he hit on a baseline over the back.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Every time we answered, we needed a bucket in the worst way, and he came through. So I don't know what's going on, man. We got the team. We got the team, and it's not going to be easy. But if we don't even make the conference finals, it's a problem. There's no way.
That's on him. That's on him as a coach.
Yeah.
That's not on these guys because here's the thing, Eric Green. They made it there without you. So they've proven that they can do it. They proved it last year, and with a coach that's stubborn and played these guys 80 minutes a night. Like, so they've proven they can win without you. So you're the new guy here, not them. You're the new addition. So at anything in life, when certain things don't go wrong or go right, you ask yourself, okay, what did I put into my life that's different now? Oh, this was the thing I'm doing differently now. So this is the reason why things went off the rails. This is easy. He's the new addition here, not those guys. Come on, man. This is easy. This is not hard to figure out. You know what I'm saying? And so Leon's got to really look himself in the mirror because, listen, I mean, the reality is this. He let Tibbs go, and a lot of people were kind of shaking their heads like, how do you let a guy go that got us to the Eastern Conference Finals? But they had their reasons, fine. But now whoever comes in here has got to get to the Knicks to the finals because this is the year. Like, this is the year. We got the best team in the league. I think we got the deepest team. Come on, man. You got to make it work here. And so his adjustments tonight were atrocious tonight. JB Bickerstaff ran circles around him, and Tibbs ran circles around JB Bickerstaff last year.
Agreed. When you come in as a coach, if something is working, go with it. Yes, you want to implement some of your stuff, but don't. It's too much, man. We got to get it together. We got a big game on Saturday, another tough opponent. We got to be locked in. We got to be locked in and ready, man. Yeah, definitely.
I think we'll be fine, Eric Green. I'm not really too worried out, honestly. I don't. I think Detroit has been wanting to get us ever since Brunson did what he did to him last year, man. I mean, that's been burning a hole in their head all year. You know what I mean? Everything is all about the Knicks, and I get it, and it makes sense. They were good last year. They weren't expected to make it as far as they did, and they got smacked in the first round. So now they're in their feelings about it. So now they're coming back better than ever, which is great. But it's so much more than a regular season, man. It's so much more. And we know that now from all these years, these last 4 years, we've been in the playoffs. So we know the feeling of making it to the playoffs and how hard it is, the law of attrition. So that's the motivation for us as our team grows and has gotten better. So that's why we're licking our chops. We're not really too much thinking about Detroit. We're thinking of getting back to the finals and getting it back by any means necessary because we believe we have such a good team, man. And so we just got to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm down. I'm orange and blue skies all the way. It's just frustrating when you watching it.
Agreed.
Come on, man.
Agreed. Hey, listen, remember how we felt last year when what was going on with Boston? Remember? Boston was blowing our doors off. Remember how bad we looked? I said, yo, man, I don't know how we're going to beat Boston. I said, there's no way we can beat them. They just look like, and look what we did to them in the playoffs, man. That's what I knew. The playoffs are just different brand of basketball. Like, I just knew that because there was nobody had us beating Boston. Nobody. They had us losing in 5. Remember?
Yeah, I know. And remember the first half, it's like we down by 20.
Down by 20, man. Both games we were down by 20.
Yeah.
So that's why that's why Detroit comes in. These guys are. I just tell them, I say, look, man, because we've lived it these last couple of years with this team and how good they are. But how tough the playoffs are, man. It's really, really, really hard to beat really good teams because that's what the playoffs are. Really good teams, 4 out of 7. Like, you don't get one game and then let's say they play the Knicks tonight, but tomorrow they play the Wizards. Like, it doesn't go like that. You got to play a top team 7 times. You got to beat them 4 out of 7. That's really, really, really hard to do in the playoffs. Really hard to do.
Absolutely.
And so that's why my mindset with Detroit. I'm like, great, you guys beat us, but it's a different type of intensity. You know what I'm saying? Because then you got to beat us. Then you got to beat the Cavs. Then you got to beat Boston. Then you got to beat, you know what I mean? It's very, very hard to do, man. So that's why the playoffs are a different monster. And that's, for us as the Knicks fans, that's our focus, not beating Detroit. It's making it into the finals.
Yeah. Oh, one other thing I want to say.
Yes.
We got to adjust to the whistle. If they're not calling fouls, you got to play through it. Stop complaining, okay? And bang them back. Bang them back.
Listen, Eric Green.
That's what's happening in the first quarter.
Listen, Eric Green. Oh, man. You are nailing it tonight, man. I was screaming at my television like, yo, you guys got to play through it, man. So what if they're fouling, they're grabbing? I don't care. You know that's how they play. Stop complaining. Like when Sherman had the rebound, got slapped in the arm or the face, right? And then it bounced back to Cade, and Cade banged the three. You know why that happened? Because Brunson's complaining to the refs. Someone else complaining to the refs. And Cade picked up the loose ball and said, oh, okay. Like I'm
and knocked down a three. And that just broke our backs.
I agree. But that, you know what they're doing? They're just playing ball, Eric Green. They're not thinking about nothing. They're not looking at the whistle. Nothing. They're playing through contact. They're just playing ball. The same way we play in New York City. Same way we play pickup ball. They're just playing. They're not crying. No blood, no foul. And the Knicks, you know what I mean? The Knicks have just, you know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. You know, it's just that is frustrating. That's a great point.
Yeah, you got to play through it. If they're not calling, adjust.
Agreed. That's right.
All right, man. You nailing it tonight, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Hey, man, I appreciate you. Listen, I'll be back Saturday again, man, so we can kind of get back in the winning column.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man.
All right, man. I appreciate you. Listen, happy Friday, man.
Same here, brother. Take care, man. Good talking to you as always.
Absolutely. I appreciate that, man. Later.
Later, man.
Okay, so I got a whole bunch of Knicks fans, man. Listen, talking positive, man. Listen, they understand the frustration, but we understand the goal here. We understand the goal and where we're focused at. And that's all that matters. You know, Detroit is a good team. They're really, really good. Well, listen, we're not taking anything away from them, but our focus is that. Well, look who stepped into the building. A pillar in the LV Live show, MBIC. What's going on, sir? I appreciate you coming through rocking with me tonight. It's your world. What do you got?
Peace. What's going on? So, listen, I'm listening to everybody. You know, I like to have fun with you guys because it's fun to hear you. But realistically speaking, you really can't. You gotta pay attention to what's happening. I told you this from the get-go. This team does not have any chemistry. We're built to be competitive, but we don't have chemistry because every year he would mess up the core and he would add new players. That's why if you look at how Detroit was built, they were built just like us. They started off just like us, being a young team, but they kept their core together. They developed their superstar in Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham is coming into his own right now. This dude is killer. You look at the New York Knicks. I like their team, but I look at the competition. Everybody everybody's being a fan. You can't be a fan. You got to be realistic. You got to look at this team for what it is. They're a gritty team. They're a good team. But when the playoffs come, everybody thinks that the Knicks are going to turn into this stallion and everybody else is going to turn to pumpkins. These teams are getting better. We may not make, honestly, depending, we're going to be like a third or fourth seed. Depending who we play, we may not get out the first round. Talking about finals. That was last year. And Boston, the only reason why we beat Boston, and people may not believe this, is because Boston malfunctioned. They had issues, and we took advantage of those issues. Now, we were able to do that. That's a great thing that we were able to do that. But the reality behind it is that they malfunctioned, not us. So when I look at this team, I do not see us going to the finals. Leon Rose is a problem because, there's another thing that I keep saying and I let people know, but people don't want to see this. Leon Rose has caused a problem in the locker room, the culture. with Jalen Brunson being the godson. That is a problem. And I see, like, if you notice how, like, we have all of this tension and, like, sometimes there's friction and, like, we can't get it together. And all of a sudden, like, Jalen Brunson is a horrible defender. He may score well. He's in the top 10 in scoring, right? And he's nowhere else. Like, I'm talking about league leaders. He's not in the top 10 and nothing else, right? It's when your team is not playing defense and you're the captain, how do you tell your team to play defense when you can't play defense? And everybody else is better than you on defense. The backups are better. How do you tell them to play defense? This is what I'm saying, bro. Like, when I come up here and I tell people stuff, it's hard when you're typing because people are like, but this is what I'm saying. I see this. I pay attention to what Leon Rose is doing. Leon Rose has given us respect, right? Because he's a marketer. He's an agent. This is what he's been doing his whole tenure here, being an agent. And he's given us credibility. But it's all smoke and mirrors because at the end of the day, look at what we're doing. We haven't won one division title in a weak East. Tibbs, when he had Chicago, he won 3 Central Division titles. And he made it to the Eastern Conference Finals one time. Did the same thing here without the division titles. So, and he had a better team because this team is not better than the Chicago Bulls with Derrick Rose. He had a superstar. I give Tibbs credit for getting us to the ECF. But he should have been, like I said, he should have been fired in year 2 because we had other people that were more tangible and were able to better suited for this team. And you missed out on a lot of different players because you wanted to build around Jalen Brunson. I still am not sold on Jalen Brunson as being a superstar. I don't think he's a superstar. I think he's a very good player, but I see him as a bench piece. Most people don't see that. They look when you're bad for God knows how long we've been bad. When you see something like this, everybody wants to say, But the point of the matter is that Jalen Brunson is a good player. He's not a superstar. When you look at other teams, you look at Cade Cunningham, you look at James Harden, you look at Donovan Mitchell, you look at all of these players that are in the division, in our division, or in the conference. They have better players than us, and we're gonna be competitive, but I don't see us getting to the ECF.
NBIC coming through, always dropping the heat. Dropping heat, man. Listen, you nailed it across the board. Listen, what you're speaking of in regards to Leon is nepotism. That's what you're speaking of. With the whole Jalen Brunson stuff and the whole fiasco, the Nova boys, and all those different things behind the scenes that are going on, that you feel like, he's giving Brunson a lot of leeway with certain things that you feel like he shouldn't be getting, right? Because of what you feel his talent level is. And so because of that, a lot of this stuff falls on Leon, right? A lot of stuff falls on Leon. Leon assembled this team. He hired Tibbs. Because remember, he used to be Tibbs' agent, right? So he did all of this. Everything that's going on here today, and we are who we are today because of Leon. Leon made all these deals. He did all this. He got Mikal Bridges for the 5 picks. He traded away Dante and Randall for Cat. He traded, IQ and RJ for OG, right? He did all these moves. Everything. He kept Tibbs around when Randall did the thumbs down. And so all your stuff is valid. Everything you're saying is valid. Everything it is. The only issue is that they're winning. They're making it to the playoffs. They're winning. They're going far. They're doing better than any Knicks team has done in a very, very, very long time. And so that's good for the league. That's good for the league, and that's good for everything else. So, we got to see if this turns out to be true, if everything works itself out. Because The reality is, as much as Leon has issues or whatever the dynamic is, nepotism, what a lot of people have talking about with Brunson, they're still one of the better teams in the league as of the last couple of years. And they're still considered a title contender. That's something that's better than what we've had prior to Tibbs. So that's where it looks that way. And that's where, some people may give you pushback regarding, where exactly Leon is and what he's done and what the possibilities are for this team. But in regards to the growth and the Pistons, I mean, listen, man, they're really Cade is elite. Listen, look. It's levels to this, right? Brunson was a good player coming out of high school and college. Cade was a top player. Like he was all everything. You know what I'm saying? All everything. Coming out of Mount Vernon, they knew he was going to be a star. Cat was the number one pick in the draft. He got rookie of the year. Ant-Man was the number one pick in the draft, right? You know who the guys are. Like, so Brunson, he had to really work his way up to get to where he is right now. He was never the number one guy coming out. All these other guys that we're speaking of, like you mentioned, even Harden, and of course, Spider Mitchell, all those guys were always top guys, man. You know what I'm saying? So they were never really bench pieces. So, Brunson is something that no one saw coming. So that's the story with him. But it's kind of hard, I hear what you're saying with Leon, but where some people are going to give you pushback, NBIC, is the winning and how well the Knicks have looked prior to Tibbs.
I got one more point.
Yes, please, go.
We're winning a weak East. So, I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but we're winning in a weak East. And like I said, we haven't won anything. We just made it to ECF one time in a weak East. So, I mean, I get your point. We've been bad for a long period of time, and it looks good. But at the end of the day, OKC won a title. They are a small market team. We are a major we got to stop doing that, bro. Like, we're a major market. We are New York. You know what I'm saying? We should be the upper echelon of everything. And we're sitting here settling. We haven't had a superstar player. The last superstar player that we had was Stephon Marbury. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and knock Stephon Marbury like everybody does. A lot of people knock him and say, whatever. He was a superstar point guard.
What about Melo?
Melo was an all-star. He wasn't a superstar.
Okay.
I don't consider him a superstar because he's another one. He only made it to the Western Conference Finals, and even when he had talent, he didn't play well with them. He had Allen Iverson, he had Camby, he had Kenyon Martin, he had that Denver team was an all-star caliber team. They should have went a lot further, even though they went against the Spurs and Shaq and Kobe or whatever. They still should have went further. Mm-hmm. And if Melo was a superstar, Melo played with Braun. And what did he do? You got to look at, this is the thing about New Yorkers, bro. Like, we overcompensate for things. That's what hip hop or everything. Melo is a baller, but he lacks a lot of fundamentals. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just a scorer. But to me, I look at Brunson and I see Melo. I see a smaller version of Melo. You know what I'm saying? And you look at Cat. Cat is another one. I see the skill set that Cat has, but I didn't want Cat here because Cat is. He's bumbling, he's fumbling, he's all like clumsy and everything. He should be a better player right now. He's been in the league 9 years, and
10, yep, you're right. 10 years, been 10 years.
Okay, so he's been in here for 10 years. Why is he not better? He's still doing the same things that he's been doing. You can't say, we look at people for their talent and their skill set, but we don't look at the maturity of the players. I'll tell you I'll tell you one thing about Brunson. I don't like Brunson because I think he's overrated. I don't think he's not a good player. I think he's overrated because when he first came out, he was being compared to who? Who did they compare him to?
When he first came out of what, Villanova?
No, yeah, when he first came out of Villanova.
I'm not sure. Who did they say he was similar to?
Isaiah Thomas.
They really they compared him?
Yeah, they compared him to Isaiah Thomas and not Zeke.
Oh, okay. So you talking about Isaiah from the Celtics? Yes, from the Celtics.
Was he a superstar?
Nah, he was a really good
player. Okay, this is my point. So if you're comparing Jalen Brunson to somebody, to Isaiah Thomas. Now, Isaiah Thomas was a baller. I ain't saying he was a bum. He wasn't a bum or nothing like that. But if he's not a superstar, then how can Brunson be a superstar if you're comparing him, if the comparisons is to him? Mm-hmm. And if he didn't get injured with the hip problem, he would have been Brunson. Mm-hmm. So this is what I'm saying. Like, we got to stop being, we have to be realistic about our endeavors, man. Like what we're going to do. The Knicks need a superstar player. We need a true blue superstar. OKC has a superstar in SGA. The Memphis Grizzlies have a superstar in what's his name? Yeah, Ja Morant. All of these small market teams are getting superstars. And you know who's going to be a team? You know who's going to be the team to watch out for? It's going to be a rising team.
What you got?
Washington Wizards.
Okay.
Because you understand what they're doing. They're tanking right now because so they can get the number one pick or top picks. Mm-hmm. And they got Trae Young, and they got Anthony Davis. Mm-hmm. And if they get these picks, like if they get some top picks, they're going to be right there. Mm-hmm. And where are we going to be? We don't have no draft picks. We don't have we have talent, but we don't have no superstar. Who are we building around? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? All these young players, all these young teams are making moves. Mm-hmm. And we're being stagnant. And we keep saying, oh, we're going to make it here. No, our window was closed. We're not going to. If we don't make it this year, that window is closed. That's it. And Leon's going to be done.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be right back to the dungeon.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, man. A lot of this is going to fall on Leon, man. A lot of this is going to fall on Leon. This was his blueprint. This was his baby, right? You know, he hired Tibbs. He did all this stuff. And you know, he made the move to go get Brunson. He got fined by the league by going and basically scouting Brunson, right? That's his godson. So it's like I said, it's nepotism. So all that things that people have been talking about. So listen, man, that's a valid point, man. You got listen, NBIC always come in with the heat, man. Always come through with the heat. I'll let you know that. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's valid points, man. It's valid points. I can't sit up here and say you're way off base. You're spitting some heat tonight, man. You're letting it be known. Which is good, man. Anything else for me?
Nah, man. I'm a Knicks fan, true blue. But I gotta be realistic. I can't. I gotta rep my city, man. I gotta be realistic. I just want to.
That's what we are here, man. You know that, man. We tell the truth. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like it or not, you tell the truth, man. That's why the city's always a city, man. You gotta love it, man. So I appreciate you coming through rocking with me, man. As always. Listen, I'll be going live Saturday, man. So please come through. All right.
I'll come through. Peace.
All right, my guy. Peace.
All right.
NBIC, a pillar here in the LV Live show, always bringing heat. He said it's Leon, man. It's on Leon. He said Brunson's not a superstar. That's what he said. He said Brunson's not a superstar. He said he's a good player. He said he's not a superstar. He says it's all falls on Leon, man. Things don't work. If we don't win this year, that's it. He said the window is slammed shut. That is it. The Knicks aren't winning nothing. NBIC, man, coming through with the heat, man. Coming through with the heat. So, okay. So, hey, listen. Listen to JB Bickerstaff here, guys. Listen what JB said. It sounds pretty good. JB is Trying to find Mike Brown. He's running for the media, which he does. Nah, I'm just joking. But now, okay, let's listen to JB. JB is kind of dropping some jewels here about tonight. Don't want to get any coach circles around Mike Brown. So this is JB. Listen to what JB has to say here.
Is this just a good matchup? Are you guys just abnormally prepared because of what happened last week? How do you attribute this?
I mean, just playing good basketball. This isn't us, versus the Knicks thing. We show up and are different. Our guys have done a great job all year of approaching each game the same way. We've had a couple of those NBA games where, schedule or whatever it may have been just bit us. But for the majority of our games, we've played the same way with the same temperament, the same edge, defended the same, moved the ball the same, all those things. So this is just basketball for us. It's got nothing to do with the opponent. It just speaks to the depth and the character. Again, because of, the playoffs, the situation and all that, people want to make a bigger deal out of this than it is. But that's not our approach. You know what I mean? Like, our approach is to hold ourselves to a standard every single night. We've talked about it since the beginning of the year. We believe in our depth.
Look at JB, man. See, JB's trying to downplay it, man. He's like, listen, man, people trying to make it seem like stuff scares the Knicks, man. He said, JB's saying we ain't thinking about that, man. We're just playing all type of basketball. That's what JB is saying, man. He's saying about, you know what I mean? This is just us. This is what we do. That's what JB's saying, man. JB's saying, he's trying to make it out to be more than what it really is, man. We ain't really, we just go out here doing us. Gotta respect that from JB, man. He's coaching circles around Mike Brown. Big time. He's got Mike Brown looking insane. You know what I mean? But I'm not surprised by this stuff, man. I'm really not. Okay, let's listen to the Big Cat, man. The Big Cat is out here talking. Big Cat got he got the hoodie on, and what he got on? He got on a rug. Look like he got on a rug hoodie with some shades on. So listen to Towns. Let's listen to the Big Cat.
Beat us fair and square every time. Tonight, obviously, was a better showing than the first two, but there's no moral victories, nor was it what New York wants to see. But, we got a lot of film, and we're seeing each other in the playoffs. We got to be ready. Beat us.
Like the Big Cat said, they beat us fair and square, man. That's it. He said it was a better showing tonight, but we ain't here for no moral victories, man. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You win and you lose in this league, man. I mean, it's what it is. Detroit's playing really good basketball, man. That's it, and I think that's awesome. Playing really, really good basketball. You got to give it to them. They're playing really, really, really well. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's listen to the listen to Towns about how he played in the second half as opposed to the first half. All right, let's listen to Towns. Okay. Let's listen to the Big Cat.
What was different for you in the first half? I think 2 shots, but then the third, you came out and scored, especially early on. What was the difference?
Just trying to make a play, be aggressive and play making, and got a chance to get some shots up, and I wanted to capitalize on those opportunities, and I'm happy that I was able to hopefully give us a spark. Try to start the third quarter on a strong note. What I definitely was planning to wanted to do, if I could control anything in the third, was get us off to a quick start. I'm happy that I was able to do that and find chances to impede my will in the game.
What was the
Well, Cat's talking about getting shots up, man, which is something that they have to make sure they do. I mean, they just have to, man. He said he really gave his all and tried to, use his will to try to get some shots up, man. Towns is a hell of a ball player, man. We just got to make sure we really try to make sure that he gets more touches than what he should be. You know what I mean? That's something that we just have to make sure that we do, man. You know, that's something that we gotta get better with, man. We just have to. We're not using it. And here's the thing, guys. He's still at 21-11. That's numbers that most guys, you know what I'm saying? You know, so you know, I thought played well. So I thought Alvarado was okay tonight. Not good shooting, but I thought he was great defensively. I thought he was giving a lot of intensity tonight. I thought Alvarado had some good moments tonight too. Here goes Jose right here, man. So Brooklyn right here. Literally got the fitted on with the do-rag. All my people from Brooklyn, man. Starlight City, you know what I'm saying? Over by Ebbets Field. All the people in Brooklyn, man. Bushwick, Brownsville, East New York, Cypress, Pink Houses. Let it be known, man. Flatlands. You know what I'm saying? Utica Ave. Let it be known, man. Rep your borough, man. Because look at my boy right here. He looking straight from Brooklyn. Straight from Brooklyn. Look like he from Fulton Ave. Let's hear from Alvarado, people.
I know you weren't here for the first two, but they won by 30 plus. I think both of them in Detroit. Just in general, can a team just flush that if you have to see them in the playoffs? Like, how much does the regular season matter?
Yeah, playoffs is a whole different ball game. I mean, we're not gonna sit here and say, oh, just because they beat us in regular season, we can't. We're not thinking like that. I don't think like that. So, I mean, when it counts, that's when it matters, you know. So we're gonna play like that.
I know you weren't here.
Well said by him, man. Well said by him. You see the look that he gave? I think that was Ian Begley that asked him the question. He said, yo, man, playoffs is different, man. The playoffs is different. You know what I'm saying? So he's able to kind of, these guys know, man. These guys know when the chips is down, it's different, man. It's different type of hoops. Different type of hoops. All right, Jeremy says Brunson would be in the same negative category as Trae Young if he doesn't take a discount. Yeah, man, if he didn't take a discount, right. Agreed. Jeremy says the horrible bosses are straight trash. Jalen Brunson and Cat as the Knicks' two best players. Low down, dirty shame. Nepotism is undefeated, concerning, falling short as a result of misplaced loyalties. Jeremy, man, a poet. Dropping poetry on here on the LV Live show. Dropping heat. I mean, that's what they say, man, with the, what's going on over there, man. With, you ain't hear from LV, man. I'm just saying that's what's the rumors out there circulating, man, about the nepotism, man, over there. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying over there, man. I can't, can't really say it's right or it's wrong or I don't know. I don't know, man, but it's it's seeming like it's kind of like a real thing here. You know what I mean? Kind of like what's going on with the whole Brunson thing. It's a very, very real thing. Because the reality is that I'm a huge fan of Brunson. I am, but he's got to win, man. He's got to win. He's got to win. If he doesn't win, he's gonna have a hard time, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like Patrick Ewing all over again. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be a different place. It's a different player. People are gonna look at him differently. They just he's got to win here, man. That's just what it is here. That's just what it is. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. So Jeremy says, I think he did, Jeremy. I think didn't he that one year when New Orleans made it to the playoffs? Wasn't he on that team? Let's take a look here. I think he was. I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, he made it to the playoffs, man, that one year. That was 21-22. He made it to the playoffs. 21-22 and 23-24. He played in the playoffs with them, with the Pelicans. He averaged 5. He has 10 games in the playoffs. 10 games. He's averaged 5 points and 1.8 assists, 1.2 rebounds. So he's played in the playoffs, man. So he's got some playoff experience. So, all right, people, listen. Let me get up out of here. Listen, tough loss, man. Tough loss tonight. It's okay. Listen, it's all right. The Knicks will be back Saturday at 8:30. Once again on primetime television against the Rockets. I will be going live then, so please come through and check it out. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button, people. Right. Also, too, if it's your first time coming through rocking with me, please subscribe to the channel, and also too, please leave comments because I do respond to comments. But also too, when you do subscribe, right, hit that bell icon, right, to get all notifications on all my shows. But I appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me. Tough loss for them boys to go to 35-21. Let's get that get back Saturday against the Houston Rockets, right? I will be going live then, so please come through and check it out. All right, I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out of here, people. Peace.